Did you know that you can use the negatives in a property and turn them into a positive as a real estate investor? Let me tell you how. The term is functional obsolescence. And let me show you how you can use it to your benefit. According to the book, The Real Estate Dictionary of Appraisals, functional obsolescence is defined as the functional capacity of a property according to the market tastes and standards. It means certain aspects of the house are not easily remedied and therefore make the property less desirable. So how can this benefit you as an investor? There's a special case where you might find that functional obsolescence actually works in your favor, and that is short-term rentals. Because think about it, most people will rent a short-term rental for a couple days, maybe a week on Airbnb, and they're not going to care as much about functional obsolescence compared to a long-term renter. Because if you're only staying in a property for 3 days or 7 days, on Airbnb, then it's easier for them to overlook that the kitchen is smaller, that it's on a busy road, that there aren't enough bathrooms. Because people's needs in a short-term rental are much easier to meet because they are not committing to a long-term future in that property, and therefore can easily overlook some features compared to a long-term renter. You, the investor, with the purpose of turning the property into a short-term rental, might be able to find a great deal even in this market, because those properties are going to be less desirable and you're not competing with other investors for long-term rentals or homeowners that have certain needs to be able to stay there for a long period of time. And another thing about functional obsolescence, it could also be that the house is just extremely outdated. Let's say you walk into the property and it just screams 80s. In the kitchen, the wall paneling, the fixtures, the tiles, everything, right? Well, as a short-term rental property, you might be able to lean into that theme and put your short-term rental on Airbnb as 80s nostalgia. So you see what I mean? As a short-term rental investor, you might be able to use functional obsolescence to your benefit. I hope this information was helpful to you. Please follow me for more real estate tips. And remember, find your happy and make it home.